So how did the team do?
I think our team did really well. Everybody came in with a diverse skill set.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think everyone was really unique. Everyone had something different that they brought to the table. And it was great that in our team, everyone was really respectful of each other's ideas.
I think overall the team did really well. We faced some challenges along the way, but what team hasn't?
I think our success really depended on how effectively we worked towards the strategy. Each team head was working cohesive to attain their goal.
What sort of challenges did the team face?
I think one of the biggest challenges we faced as a team was the fact that we all came into this with varying levels of knowledge as to how to run a company. But I think at the end of the day, we all realized we were on the same side of the team and we all agreed to disagree.
I think in the beginning I knew nothing about financials. Ask me about R&D and I'll be able to give all the numbers. But as the meetings went on, I kind of learned more. And as time went on, I was able to contribute more, which was nice.
I think some of the challenges that our team faced was that everybody had different levels of experience in business and running a business, making some of the decision making difficult during times.
Yeah, we also faced a lot of troubles with inventory management, which ended up putting a lot of pressure on our decisions.
What mistakes did you make?
I think as a team we really played it safe and we didn't really take that many risks.
I think overall as a team we should have challenged each other to take riskier decisions, and that probably would have put us ahead of the competition.
I think one of the mistakes that we made was when we made our decision, it was based on our annual results instead of focusing more on what our competitors were doing. If we were more aware of the industry and our competitors, I think we could have avoided making a few decisions that affected our results.
We were too hesitant to either transition our product or introduce a new product to a new segment, so we ended up having to deal with a lot of extra inventory for several rounds instead of transitioning our product and being able to sell in that new segment.
How did we overcome these challenges and mistakes?
I think that while in the beginning our skills were a bit skewed in certain directions, over time we started learning from each other and our discussions became more collaborative and everyone was able to contribute in different ways, and at the end of the day all of our strengths were used in some way this whole process.
Well, we realized that by separating roles by functional responsibility, there was a little bit of a disconnect between each team member. So we realized that it was important to start each meeting by having each manager go over how each section performed, and so we would be able to make more cohesive decisions by reflecting on each of these decisions in the previous rounds.
So once we realized the mistake that we made, we decided to always have Capsim career open and to look at each of our competitors and the decisions we're making in relation to the decisions that we're planning to make.
What was the biggest takeaway from this experience?
We found that forming a much more structured decision-making process helped us conduct our meetings much more effectively and ultimately identify what areas we needed to improve.
I think my biggest takeaway from this was the fact that in the first initial meetings that we did, we made sure that all of our strategic goals for the company was aligned. We knew where we wanted to be. We knew what we wanted to do in terms of long-term goals, our vision, all of that. We discussed about that. I feel like that really helped us to be on the same page during our meetings, and we made sure that our decisions were all cohesive.
Great, and I think that despite coming from very different educational backgrounds, we were all able to come together and create a company that we're very, very proud of.
And I think that after our many meetings, we definitely learned what we needed to know to have effective meetings, and it definitely showed because as time went on, our meetings became more efficient and they became shorter.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. In the beginning of our meetings, we would come in, discuss past year's results, be quiet for a second while we figured out our own decisions, and then discuss it as a group. But as time went on, I noticed that when we came in, we already knew our past year, we already analyzed everything by ourselves, and then we came in and discussed it, and we were able to focus more on the next year rather than the past year, which I think was way more effective.